Warren Sewell Stadium, home of the Woodland Bobcats, and here come the Woodland Bobcats as they're getting ready to take on the Ranburne Bulldogs in Game 2 of our doubleheader. If you missed the first one that just ended, Randolph County beat Wadley 21-0 in this spring matchup. Those two will play again in the fall. I think Woodland and Ramburn might play again in the fall too. They have the same thing going on for the spring fall, just like last year. Last year it was in Wadley. I'm not sure if it'll be in Woodland next time around, but pretty excited to see how Woodland is going to come out this year. New head coach, Coach Lane Gay, has his Bobcats out here warming up already. Ramburn hasn't made their way onto the field yet, but I hope for a lot more wins from the Woodland Bobcats this year.
Yeah, I do too. And they're if Lane Gay does decide to take this job as the head coach, he's a great coach. Don't get me wrong. He's a very, very intelligent man. And I'm not going to be surprised if he pulls out a winning season with this bunch, because there's a bunch of kids that came back. There wasn't a lot of seniors last year, so they're going to have a lot of experience. They were younger, and now they're getting older, so it's going to be a good thing for them.
Yeah, you got a pretty good quarterback coming back from last year. Want to tell me about him for a minute?
That's number 3, Jake Lovern. He started off the season with a leg injury, and he didn't play a lot at the beginning, but his first debut was when we were with them at Lafayette, and he was okay, but considering this is a new year for him and he's getting a little more experience, and later on as the season progressed, you saw that experience changing the way he played the football game. I can see him doing a lot better this season and in the spring football game.
Yeah, Woodland not as many players as usual, but they've been kind of on a down year as in having a lot of players show up for the team, but they're trying to make a comeback. And Woodland, for I don't know how many years in a row it was, they went to the playoffs. I think it might have been 21 years in a row they went to the state playoffs. It wasn't 21?
It was 14. 14 was the year.
It's 14. 14 years in a row they went to the state playoffs. It finally got broken.
And I also want to talk about another person that plays for Woodland, number 4, Dale Robertson. Excuse me. He's a very talented athlete. He's not very tall. He's not very big, but he's not afraid to lower his shoulder and hit somebody. And I feel like in this season coming up for him, he's going to have a big impact for the Woodland Bobcats.
And as Erik just said, he was our player of the week last year. We had one game for Woodland last year, and he made player of the week against Lafayette, Dale Robertson. And we'll see some more great play from him. And another good athlete, they got number 2, Bryant Keith, looking for a good game here. He'll play wide receiver. He's a pretty big kid. He's about as big as Quay Drake is, actually.
Yeah, he's sprouting up pretty tall, and this will be he'll be coming into his junior year of high school, so he's still got another year of experience just for this coming up season. And also somebody else I want to talk about for their senior season is Jordan Herring, number 7. He's going to have to have a big season at the running back position for the Bobcats to make this team successful.
Yeah, Jordan, kind of a do-it-all player for the Bobcats. And here come the Ramburne Bulldogs. They come out. I'm so used to seeing Ramburne with purple helmets that it's kind of weird seeing them with all white.
Yeah, I do agree, Kyle. It's different.
Because that's a rivalry game for you over at Woodland. And you see them in so many years, just purple everything. And now they're in all white.
Yeah, it is strange to see those white helmets with nothing on them. I'm used to seeing that purple with that gray R, and there's no gray on their uniforms. They used to have away pants were gray. Their away pants used to be gray. So this is a new thing for Stephen Bailey, the new head coach. So I think these are new uniforms for them too. So just a new thing for Coach Bailey as he's coming in for his second year as the head coach.
Stephen Bailey's from Woodland, am I correct?
He is.
That's what I thought. And Ramburne had a down year last year as well. So two teams trying to make a comeback this year and have a great season. Hope for nothing but the best for these two teams. We'll have that game coming up for you in about 2 minutes. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
The Wadley Town Council and Mayor Donna McKay would like to invite you to spend time in their town of Wadley and experience their warm hospitality. Wadley wishes the Wadley High School Bulldogs good luck while participating in this year's Randolph County Football Jamboree. They wish all teams the best of luck and safe travels. For more information about the town of Wadley, please call 256-395-2262.
Education is serious business. Young people today are challenged to master science and technologies that were largely unknown just a generation ago. Graduation from high school is an achievement that both parents and students can take pride in. We salute the class of 2017 and offer them our very best wishes for future success.
And this nice message presented to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert, wishing all the graduates of Randolph County the very best in the future.
Learning can be a lifelong pleasure when good study habits are fixed in our early years. Once you've acquired the tools, you can continue to learn and grow for the rest of your life. This month, we offer our salute to the class of 2017, the new high school graduates in our community, ready to embark on the journey of a lifetime of learning.
Congratulations to the students of Clay and Randolph County from your friends at First State Bank. Best of luck.
What does Mike Fields really do? Does he fix fenders and hoods? Does he straighten frames? Does he paint things? Does he work with insurance companies? What does Mike Fields Body Shop really do? Well, they do all those things, but what they really do is take a wreck and turn it back into the car that I love to drive, the car that I like to get behind the wheel and just drive and drive. Thank you, Mike Fields Body Shop, for doing what you do, because you do it right at Mike Fields Body Shop, 123 Industrial Drive, Roanoke.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field, home of the Woodland Bobcats, and we've got the Woodland Bobcats in Game 2 of our spring doubleheader tonight as they play against the Ramburn Bulldogs. Two teams looking to make a comeback after last year, and both teams warming up on the field right now.
Kyle, I want to take the subject to the Ramburn Bulldogs, and I didn't really know much about the Ramburn Bulldogs. We didn't cover them last year, and we don't know if some of these kids are coming back with experience, and we really never got to see them play last year. So I saw in warm-up Josh Ralston. Help me with that. Ralston, excuse me, number 10. He will be returning as a senior and starting for them at quarterback. And also a big boy I saw that was running the football for them was number 16, Aaron Benefield. He will be a senior this year as well, and he also plays linebacker on defense. And I think he's going to be a big threat for them. And also someone else I want to talk about who plays the offensive line, I think he plays the right tackle, is Cooper Smith. I know him. His family. My mother's last name is Smith. He's the number 54, and he will be a 10th grader next year. So he is a big boy to be in the 9th grade right now. But I got to talk to him recently, and he said that he's getting a lot of playing time at Ranburne and as a young player.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good out there. And the number 16 kind of reminds me of number 11 from Piedmont. Forget his name. Taylor Hayes. He kind of reminds me of Taylor Hayes a little bit, the way he runs the football. And Taylor Hayes wrapping up his senior season at Piedmont. They're going to the state championship game in baseball as they swept their series 2-0 in the semifinals.
Yeah, he's talking about Taylor Hayes. He's just an athlete in general. Like, he played football and he played basketball, and his big thing is baseball.
He's the number 1 pitcher on the baseball team.
Yes, he's the ace for the Piedmont Bulldogs, and he is fantastic. I've seen him play baseball with my own eyes, and he is something to witness.
Yeah, he is a great athlete, and he will make some college team very happy wherever he goes and decides to play football and or baseball.
Update on the Woodland softball.
And
Woodland girls ended up winning today.
see another Hanley lost in the baseball playoffs to UMS Wright in round 2. Hanley had to go to Mobile once again. I don't ever think Mobile ever leaves Mobile until this week. They had to play Lovelace. It's like Lovelace Academy something. But they had to play them in Montgomery at the same fields they played the state championships on, Patterson Field.
Okay.
And then they played Game 3 today, and UMS Wright won 18-0 in Game 3. So UMS is going to play in the state finals once again. Wadley lost to the Millery Wildcats, and Millery lost to Ranburne in the semifinals last week. But here come the Woodland Bobcats as they're getting ready for a game here with the Bulldogs from Ramburn. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
Types of injury cases: car and big truck accidents, work-related injuries, birth defects caused by exposure to medication and chemicals in the workplace. Steve Morse Law offers free consultations with no attorney's fees unless we collect for you. Call for a free consultation at 256-357-9211. That's 256-357-9211. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
What does Mike Fields really do? Does he fix fenders and hoods? Does he straighten frames? Does he paint things? Does he work with insurance companies? What does Mike Fields Body Shop really do? Well, they do all those things, but what they really do is take a wreck and turn it back into the car that I love to drive, the car that I like to get behind the wheel and just drive and drive. Thank you, Mike Fields Body Shop, for doing what you do, because you do it right at Mike Fields Body Shop, 123 Industrial Drive, Roanoke.
Welcome back. Here we go with Ramburn against the Woodland Bobcats. If you want to watch the ball game, you can follow along on our stream, youtube.com. Look up Woodland versus Ramburn, or you can go to our website, WELR.com, and find a link to the gameplay. Ramburn on 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off over the right side to big number 16. He gets stopped in the backfield for a loss.
That's big number 56, Jody Harper, breaking through the offensive line to grab number 16, Aaron Benefield, for a short loss.
Woodland's fired up. Woodland always has good fans. It doesn't matter what sport it is or where they got to go. Woodland always has a great fan base. I've always admired how great their fan base is. No matter if they have an up or down year, they always bring a crowd. Ramburn on 2nd down. They'll hand it off up the middle to number 16. Good juke move, and he almost runs over the referee. He'll get tackled, but he gets a 1st down.
That's number 8, Landon Woodard. He is a senior, and he'll be playing the running back position and in the secondary on defense.
Good run right there from number 8. Gets Ramburn the first down on the ball, first down of the ball game. And they'll line up in the I formation once again. Number 8 in the backfield. Number 16, the fullback. Here comes the snap. Toss over the left side to number 8. He tries to stretch to the corner. He gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's Landon Woodard on the carry. He gets taken down at the line of scrimmage by the Bobcats.
And that was number 7 making the tackle, Jordan Herring.
So now 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Now this is a rivalry game here between Woodland and Ramburn. These are two schools that have always not liked each other, and that's saying it politely.
Yeah, not just in any sport. It's a spring game, and it's a big rivalry, and that's why Woodland's fired up right now. It's Ramburn.
Fumble on the snap from Josh Ralston there, and he is going to lose 5 yards as he gets tackled in the backfield. So now 3rd and 15 facing the Bulldogs. Woodland trying to get a stop here and get on offense for the first time this spring. Third and long, number 10, Josh Ralston in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side, a single receiver to the left. Ralston will take the snap. He's rolling out to his right side, looking for a man. Looking long, nobody to throw it to. He's going to roll back out to the left, try to evade a sack. He does. He's trying to run up the middle, and he runs into a Bobcat that takes him down after a gain of 2.
That's number 55 and 56, Gabriel Rollins and Jody Harper making that stop to make it 4th and about 16, I would say, for the Ramburn Bulldogs.
The Ramburn Bulldogs setting up to punt, I would believe. 4th and long. Let's see who the punter is, if they set up to punt. Referees are blowing the whistle here. Not sure what's going on. Oh, they're going to punt, but they don't have a punter, I don't think. So they're just going to move the ball however long they want to. So the ball will be placed down at the 34-yard line.
So what is that, a 30-yard punt, 35-yard punt? No, it's a 40-yard punt.
40-yard punt.
Yeah.
And here comes Dale Robertson and the Bobcat offense.
Also, somebody else to add to the Bobcat offense is number 10, Jade Burge. He's a quick bolt of lightning that could spark any type of momentum change if he needed to. He's a very clutch player.
Shotgun here for the Bobcats on first down. They'll take the snap, hand it off to number 7 up the middle. You mentioned he needs to have a big game, and he gets stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Yeah, and the tackle was made right there by number 16, Aaron Benefield. And I was talking about his big defensive impact, and he's going to be a really big on offense and defense.
Jake Lovern in at quarterback here. Lovern in the shotgun. He'll have 3 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right side. Dale Robertson, his running back, will be off of his left hip. He'll toss it to Robertson over the left side. Robertson looking for a hole. He runs over a man to about the 42-yard line. It's a good game.
It was a good game by Dale Robertson, and after he got hit below the knees right there, you saw how he extended his body but kept the ball in close. So it might be 3rd and 1 right now, but he kept the ball from falling out whenever he was flying through the air after that knee-knocking hit.
But there's a flag on the play, and that's blocking the back on the Bobcats. That'll back them up. And that good gain just got taken away.
Yeah, and I actually did see that. I was hoping that it wasn't big enough. It wasn't really a really bad block in the back, but it was on number 11, River Crenshaw, from his slot receiver position.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 20 or 25 for the Bobcats. They'll be in the I formation. Number 7, Jordan Herring will dot the I in the backfield. Number 3, Jake Lovern in at quarterback. He has a single receiver to either side. Lovern takes the snap. He'll fake it. He's rolling out to the right side. Throws it over the middle to number 8, and he dropped it. Caleb Parker, it hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, Caleb Parker, he's got to pick up the big role. He's got to fill big shoes because he's, made himself into what he is now. He was last year running the ball, but not very much for Woodland, and now he's starting to step up and fill bigger shoes, so he's going to have to catch balls like that hit him dead in the hands in stride.
Yeah, you got to have those, especially when it's second and forever, second about 20 or 25. You got to have those for the Bobcats. That's the plays that could make or break a drive. So now 3rd and 20. Jake Lovern in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, and Jordan Herring also to the left. The snap too high for the handoff to Herring. And Jake Lovern will get taken down in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. And now it'll be 4th and long.
And considering the circumstances, and I know that Coach Gay is going to want to punt the football right now, considering it's so early in the football game. But Woodland, they had a good set put together with Dale's run. If that flag wouldn't have pulled them back, then they might have had something right there.
Yeah, they had something going on, but another flag just kind of took them right back. And that's what we saw in the first game as well. Just a flag kept bringing the Tigers and the Bulldogs back. So after a punt, Ranburne will get the ball at the 50-yard line. And here comes Josh Ralston and the Bulldog offense. Number 16, Aaron Benefield, the fullback, trying to get the number on the tailback. But here's the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle, and he's taken down. That's number 8, Landon Woodard, the runner on the carry. He gets taken down in the backfield for a loss. So Woodland's defensive line is stepping up to the task here.
Yeah, that's number 56, Jody Harper, and you're going to hear his name a lot playing on the defensive side because he's already made 3 tackles, and we're not but about 2 minutes into the ball game. So I'm looking forward to what he can do for the Woodland defense in the coming up season.
Coach Cofield over here on the Woodland side, guess he's feeling back home here. Coach Cofield was on one of those state champion runner-up teams from Woodland. And here's a throw from number 10, Ralston, to number 8, Landon Woodard for a Bulldog first down. Good throw and catch.
Yeah, that was a good pass right there by number 10, Josh Ralston. And it was a great catch as well. It was a little bit in front of him, but he dove out, caught it, and made sure he had it and hit the ground.
So 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Under center, Josh Ralston in the I formation. Number 8, Landon Woodard, will dot the I in the backfield. He has a single receiver to either side. Woodland in a 3-4 defense. And they'll bring number 8, Woodard, over the left side. They'll have him blocked for number 16. And Benefield will get a good gain of about 8. That was a formation you don't see a lot. They brought the running back to the left side of the line as a tight end and used him as a tight end to block for the fullback, Benefield, on that play.
Yeah, and that was a good call by the offensive coordinator, Stephen Bailey, and it was kind of got the defense mixed up, and they didn't know where they were supposed to line up, and it just got a good thing for Aaron Benefield right there and a good 8-yard gain.
So now 2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs. Same set, I formation. They'll hand it off over the left side. Big hit from the Woodland defense, but I believe Woodard gets the first down for the Bulldogs. If he didn't get it, he's real close.
Yeah, and that big hit was brought by the starting linebacker, number 52, Levi Brown. And that's a very familiar position for him, as he's been starting for the Bobcats since he was in his 9th grade season. So he is in familiar territory when it comes to being at the linebacker position.
And we're going to have a timeout here. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
Steve Morris Law handles all types of injury cases, car and big truck accidents, work-related injuries, birth defects caused by exposure to medication, and chemicals in the workplace. Steve Morris Law offers free consultations with no attorney's fees unless we collect for you. Call for a free consultation at 256-357-9211. That's 256-357-9211. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Shepherd's Jewelry in Roanoke has received the newest Jim Shore collectibles, and they're beautiful. A new line of birds, butterflies, and flowers that are perfect for spring and summer, and you don't have to worry about pollen while you're enjoying them. Shepherd's has received a limited number of special Mother's Day pieces from Jim Shore. Stop by and check out the Mother and Grandmother Angels for that special lady on your gift list under the green awning in downtown Roanoke.
Ava Hills Assisted Living Facility, located in Wedowee, Alabama, offers short and long-term options for your elder care needs. Whether it's daycare for respite time alone or you're seeking a permanent home, Ava Hills is the right choice in assisted living. Call Ava Hills at 256-357-2895 anytime. We're always home. That's 256-357-2895. Make the call today.
Education is serious business. Young people today are challenged to master science and technologies that were largely unknown just a generation ago. Graduation from high school is an achievement that both parents and students can take pride in. We salute the class of 2017 and offer them our very best wishes for future success.
And this nice message presented to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert, wishing all the graduates of Randolph County the very best in the future.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field, the Woodland Bobcats against the Ramburn Bulldogs. While you guys were away, we missed a touchdown from the Bobcats. If you're watching the stream, you'll see it. But we missed a touchdown from the Woodland Bobcats as Ramburn rolled out to the right side and lobbed a pass over to number 16, and he was smashed on the play. And he fumbled the football, and it was picked up by number 10, Jade Burge, and Burge took it 70 yards to the house for a touchdown. The guy that made the hit for the Woodland Bobcats is number 11. I'm not sure the name.
His name is River Crenshaw.
River Crenshaw. River with the big hit, caused the fumble. Jade Burge picked it up and ran it 70 yards for a Bobcat touchdown. And just like that, Woodland is up 7-0 over their rival, the Ramburn Bulldogs.
And you see the River took advantage of Aaron Benefield. He has a cast on his right arm, and he had it tucked in his right arm, so when he hit it, there's not a lot of grip coming, from that slippery cast, so it kind of knocked it out of his hand, and that's what sparked that touchdown.
So now Ramburn back on offense. Ralston will take the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle to number 7. A good spin move, and he gets taken down by Jade Burge. That is number 7, Bailey Tullis on the play. He gets taken down after a first down. Not a first down pickup. He gained 8 yards on the play, so 2nd and 2 now for the Ramburn Bulldogs. But a good run on first down. That's his first run of the game. See, Ramburn now with a new fullback and a new running back. Quarterback still the same, number 10, Josh Ralston. He'll hand it off to number 7 once again, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage by number 56 again.
And like I said, Kyle, you'll hear his name a lot, Jody Harper. He actually made All-County last year and had the most tackles from his defensive line position, defensive tackle, position for Woodland. So he's carrying the defense on his shoulders right now with the amount of tackles that he has from his defensive tackle position.
Yeah, he made a good stop there, and now he's looking at Rambur's looking at a 3rd and 1 thanks to that. And they will be in an offset I formation. Quarterback Ralston under center. He takes a snap, hands it off up the middle to the fullback, and he'll pick up a Bulldog first down. That's number 36 on the carry, Sam Calvert. He's the new fullback they have in. This guy is a senior this year.
Yeah, and talking about Sam Calvert and also talking about Landon Woodard, they're both familiar runners for Ranburne as they ran the ball and picked up the slack from the year before last year, as they lost a lot of good players from Ranburne that year.
Ramburn has a lot of senior position players, but a lot of young guys on the line. And Ramburn throwing over the middle, a good pitch and catch for the Ramburn Bulldogs there. Pass from number 10, Josh Ralston, to number 24, Bradley Martin, is complete. And he gets tackled right at the line he had to make for a first down. The referees are going to concur about it. The referees are going to talk about it here. They're going to see if he caught the ball or not, because the back judge said it was an incomplete pass, but the side judge said that it was complete. And they'll talk it over with the man in the white hat who runs it all for the referees, and he says it's an incomplete pass. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10 after that pitch and catch is erased for the Ramburn Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's just a good eye by the back judge and by the man in charge, the white cap, to make that known and tell that his other referees that was a not called football.
So Ralston in the shotgun. He's going to roll out to the left side, and whistles blow as he rolls out. Side judge blew his whistle. We'll see what the call is from the referees. I guess they just weren't ready for that play. There's no flag on the play. They just weren't ready for it to go. So now 2nd and 10 for Ramburn. They'll be in the shotgun once again. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. A single fullback in the backfield along with Ralston. Ralston takes a snap, rolling out to the left. Same play as last time. He's looking for somewhere to throw. He has nowhere to throw. He's going to try to run. He gets hit from behind. As he throws the football, it goes out of bounds. Oh, and there is a scuffle on the field. I won't call it a fight because nobody's throwing punches, but there is a scuffle on the field. I talked about how this is a rivalry and these two teams don't like each other.
And you know where it started, Kyle? Between number 36, Sam Calvert, and number 7, Jordan Herring, mouthing back and forth with each other after Jordan laid a lick on the starting quarterback for Ramburn. And Sam Calvert didn't like that, so he had to say something to Jordan about it. And it turned into a push, and that's where the flag came out.
And they got mad about the hit. I said he got hit from behind on the play. Ralston had stepped up to throw, and as he stepped up to throw, he got hit from behind, and the ball flew out of bounds. But the quarterback was not happy about it, and his running back came to defend him and had a few words with the Woodland player, and those few words costed them 15 yards.
It did, Kyle. And Stephen Bailey, the head coach for the Ramburn Bulldogs, had to step out and make it a thing that he was like, hey, don't you say that this is an equal kind of mouthing back and forth. But the referee said, no, none of that. That started from Sam Calvert.
He pleaded his case, but
yes,
to no avail. As Ramburn lost that fight and that war there, as it is now 3rd and 25 for the Ramburn Bulldogs at their own 25-yard line. Dropping back to pass, number 10, looking for somewhere to throw. Nowhere to throw, and he's sacked. Sacked in the backfield Trying to get the number.
That's number 55.
55.
Is Gabriel Rollins is his name.
Gabriel Rollins with the sack. It was already 3rd and 25. Now it's 4th and even longer. And if you're missing any of this action, we just had the scuffle on the field. If you want to see it, if you want to see what happened, go take a look at our live stream on YouTube. You can search Woodland versus Ramburn, or you can go to our website and you can find a link for our broadcast. Could be on our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter. You can find the link to our stream, and you can go on our stream, and it kind of serves as a DVR for the game, and you can see exactly what happened as Erik caught it on the video camera up here, and you can just rewind and see kind of what happened there. And Woodland comes off the field fired up. Ramburn has to punt, and Woodland has the ball on the 50-yard line. The Bobcats are up 7-0, and they're looking to score again.
Yeah, it seems that way.
So here comes Jake Lovern in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off over the left side, but Bryant Keith was moving before the snap. So that's going to be a false start penalty on the Bobcats, and that'll back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, and that's not got to come. That can't come from Bryant Keith, considering he is a veteran for the Woodland Bobcats, and he's got to be the one to set the tone for the rest of the football team, because he is a leader for this football team, and he's got to be one for those young kids coming in, starting.
So Lovern in shotgun once again. He has 2 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. He'll bring that man in motion. They run the exact same play that they had run. Oh, what a juke move. Another one. Jade Burge down the sideline at the 35 and finally knocked out of bounds. What a run from Jade Burge. This kid has some moves.
And talking about lightning in a bottle, if you look that up in the dictionary, it'll have a picture of him and his name, because he is lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, Jade Burge just making it happen for the Woodland offense. He recovered the fumble and took it all the way down the field for the Woodland touchdown. Woodland up 7-0 here in the first quarter, and they're on the Ramburn 34-yard line looking to score again. Lovern with the snap, hands it off to Dale Robertson up the middle. Robertson gets a first down for the Bobcats.
And that's just another example of how Dale Robertson runs the football. He runs full steam straight ahead. He doesn't run left or right. He runs down towards the Ramburn end zone, and that is how you're supposed to run the football.
So now they're blowing the whistle. I think the coach from Ramburn wants a timeout. Woodland with all the momentum driving on the Ramburn Bulldogs. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
When it comes to real estate financing, all eyes turn to First State Bank. As a true community bank, we create real estate loan solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of our customers, including property at Lakewood Alley. Want to know more or see available foreclosed properties for sale? Visit us online at firststatedirect.com. First State Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender. In Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
We live in a time of rapid change and uncertainty about the future. Today, more than ever, a good education really is important. The more we know, the more we can learn and understand and accomplish. The members of the class of 2017, the new high school graduates of our community, are moving on to meet the challenges of the future. Congratulations and best wishes for future success.
The fine folks at Wedowee Landscape and Nursery take this time to wish all the graduating students from 2017 the most success.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field. The Woodland Bobcats going for the end zone. And Dale goes down at the 2-yard line. Dale Robertson running like Dale Earnhardt right now, as he is running 100-0 here. And he almost got in the end zone on that play.
Yeah, that was a good run right there by Dale Robertson. He's going to be a big factor, like I said, for Woodland in this football team. And like we were talking about Aaron Knight for Randolph County, he's going to get a lot of the true carrying yards for for Woodland this year.
And it was a great play, and he got down to the 2-yard line. But guess what? There's a flag on the play. So Woodland's moving back. Moving Woodland's moving on back to their own 32-yard line. Instead of moving on up, they're moving on back. So Lovern in at quarterback here. Dale Robertson, the running back. He's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff to number 10, Jade Burge. He hands it off up the middle to Dale Robertson, and Robertson gets a pretty good gain, about 6 on that play.
Yeah, and that's just it. That's what Coach Gay saying. If they're going to keep on calling it back, Dale, you just keep on running the football hard like you always do.
Yeah, he's running hard, and he's getting a lot of good yards. 2nd and 15, possibly. Jake Lubbern in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers left, a single receiver to the right. He'll bring a man in motion and too many men in motion. That'll be a flag.
And that will go on Jordan Herron as he started a little too early in his route to block for the jet sweep for Jade Burge, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't think it was just Herring on that play. I think the whole offense moved on that one except for the ball in the center. So Woodland backed up again, make it 2nd and 20 now. The Bobcats will line up in the shotgun. Lovern at quarterback, 3 receivers left, and Jordan Herring, the running back, in the backfield. Here's the snap. And he'll hand it off to Herring up the middle. Herring looking for some running room. He gets smacked, but he gets a good gain. They're having to pick him up off the ground. He is might have got the breath knocked out of him. He's limping around a little bit.
Yeah, let's hope he can stay healthy this year because he had a lot of trouble with health last year.
He did. The Lafayette game we had, he didn't play the Lafayette game because he was hurt prior to the Lafayette game.
And if I'm not mistaken, he also didn't play the Wadley game. No, he was in for like 3 plays.
He's in for 3 plays.
And then he got out with a concussion.
Yep.
So
I think half of the Woodland team got hurt in that Wadley game because Jade Burge got hurt pretty bad. Jordan got hurt. Jake was out.
Jake was out with his leg.
Yep.
And so that left Brock Edwards and Dale.
Dale.
And Brock being in the 7th grade this year was some big shoes to fill for him.
And they're going to attend to Jordan Herring real quick. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
One of the most important traits an individual can learn in high school is self-reliance, learning to master unfamiliar subjects and difficult concepts. Once you know that you can learn and adjust to many different situations, you're ready to face the world and to succeed. The members of the class of 2017 have learned that confidence, and we offer them our warmest best wishes.
Your friends at Southern Union State Community College take this time to salute and congratulate all the graduates of 2017.
Life is always changing and ending for every beginning, and that holds true for high school graduation more than any other event in our lives. The child is now an adult, ready to take a place in the community. As a student, a worker, or a homemaker, we're proud of the class of 2017, and we salute these new high school graduates as they take their place in the world.
And Huddleston Equipment and Sales is proud to present you this message to all the Randolph County High School graduating classes.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field as they attended to Jordan Herring and he walked off the field. Woodland went for it on 3rd down and handed it off to number 8, Caleb Parker. And Parker got taken down pretty hard. He landed on his head, and he's looking like he's having a little injury issue here. So it's going to be 4th and 4. Woodland had to call a timeout. So we'll take another 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
We live in a time of rapid change and uncertainty about the future. Today, more than ever, a good education really is important. The more we know, the more we can learn and understand and accomplish. The members of the class of 2017, the new high school graduates of our community, are moving on to meet the challenges of the future. Congratulations and best wishes for future success.
The fine folks at Wedowee Landscape and Nursery take this time to wish all the graduating students from 2017 the most success.
Steve Morris Law handles all types of injury cases, car and big truck accidents, work-related injuries, birth defects caused by exposure to medication, and chemicals in the workplace. Steve Morris Law offers free consultations with no attorney's fees unless we collect for you. Call for a free consultation at 256-357-9211. That's 256-357-9211. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field. 4th and 4 for the Bobcats. Jake Lovern lining up in the pistol. Jade Burge behind him at the running back position. Dale Robertson in at fullback. Here's the snap. Lovern looking to the end zone. Throws it to Jade Burge. He's got him. Burge in the end zone. Nope, they're going to say he's down at the 1. He did a front flip into the end zone, but they're going to say the ball touched at the 1-yard line.
And there's a flag down on the play as well, Kyle.
And the flag is over there by where his 2 receivers were blocking for him. So this could be holding on one of those receivers.
Which is not a good thing.
Definitely not a good thing. It was already 4th down. It was 4th and 4. It would have been, yep, it's holding on the offense. It would have been 1st and goal from the 1-inch line, not even the yard line. It was an inch away, and now they got a holding on Bryant Keith, and that'll move them back.
That's nothing good for the Woodland offense right now, as they had nothing but momentum on their side.
They shot themselves in the foot on that one.
They did.
So now it was 4th and 4. Now it's going to be 4th and 6. They called the holding penalty from
the spot
where,
of the foul.
Yeah, from the spot of the foul. So now it'll be 4th and 6. So Woodland trying to figure out what they want to do here. Coach Gay trying to call in the play. Lovern in at quarterback. He'll have Dale Robertson off of his left hip as a running back. He has 3 receivers to the left and a single receiver to the right. The center trying to make sure he's got everything. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Lovern takes a snap. He tosses it to Dale. Dale over the left side. Dale's down to the 3 maybe. That's enough for a Bobcat first down. First down, Bobcats, 1st and goal. So now Woodland already up 7-0, by the way. If you missed it, Jade Burge recovered a fumble off of a hit from River Crenshaw and took it to the house 4-7. So Woodland up 7-0. And now facing 1st and goal. But Coach Bailey is not happy from Ramburn.
Yeah, I think he's questioning the call on the field from whether it should have been 4th down, but they're calling it 1st and goal from the 20, I believe is what they said.
And here goes Lovern, quarterback draw. He's down at about the 2-yard line. Lovern took the snap, and he took 2 steps back, looked, saw he had nobody open, and took off. And he got knocked down at about the 2-yard line. So now they're going to say it's 3rd. According to the sticks, it's 3rd and goal. But it should be 2nd and goal. But at any rate, Jake Lovern lining up at quarterback. Dale Robertson, the running back, to the left. Number 8, Caleb Parker, the running back, to his right. He fakes it to Dale. He's going to run it himself. Lovern, so close. He's down at the 1. Lovern is down at the 1-yard line. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Woodland Bobcats 7, the Ramburn Bulldogs 0. And now Woodland on the 1-yard line trying to make it 14-0. Bobcats coming out strong here. We'll take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
Education is serious business. Young people today are challenged to master science and technology that were largely unknown just a generation ago. Graduation from high school is an achievement that both parents and students can take pride in. We salute the class of 2017 and offer them our very best wishes for future success.
And this nice message presented to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert, wishing all the graduates of Randolph County the very best in the future.
Life is always changing and ending for every beginning, and that holds true for high school graduation more than any other event in our lives. The child is now an adult, ready to take a place in the community as a student, a worker, or a homemaker. We're proud of the class of 2017, and we salute these new high school graduates as they take their place in the world.
And Huddleston Equipment and Sales is proud to present you this message to all the Randolph County High School graduating classes.
What does Mike Fields really do? Does he fix fenders and hoods? Does he straighten frames? Does he paint things? Does he work with insurance companies? What does Mike Fields Body Shop really do? Well, they do all those things, but what they really do is take a wreck and turn it back into the car that I love to drive, the car that I like to get behind the wheel and just drive and drive. Thank you, Mike Fields Body Shop, for doing what you do, because you do it right at Mike Fields Body Shop, 123 Industrial Drive, Roanoke.
The young men and women graduating from high school have a challenging future in store. Sweeping changes taking place in the world will make their lives far different from the lives of their parents, and they'll need their education to meet the opportunities coming their way. We congratulate the class of 2017 and offer them the community's best wishes.
And your friends at Shepherd's Jewelry, Judy and the entire staff would like to wish all the graduates of Randolph County Schools the best of luck.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field, home of the Woodland Bobcats. And right now, the Woodland Bobcats facing 4th and goal at the 9. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It was at the 1 when we went to break. But Woodland had a delay of game coming out of the end of the first quarter. So now it's 4th and 9. They'll line up in the shotgun. Jake Lovard at quarterback. He'll bring Jade Burge in motion. Takes a snap. Looking for Burge in the flats. And he throws it behind him. Incomplete on 4th and goal. And now Ranburne will get the ball. Woodland's up 7-0. But Ramburn will get the ball back after Woodland fails to score inside the Ramburn 10.
But that's also a good thing for Coach Gay and his defense is Ramburn is inside their own 10-yard line. So if they work with that and try and use that as a back to what they're doing, then they can work with it and make something happen on defense and maybe force a 3 and out.
Yeah, but when you have the ball inside the 10 like that and have it on the 1, you want to get it into the end zone and increase your lead. So now number 10, Josh Ralston, will hand it off up the middle, and he's met in the backfield for a loss. Good play on defense right there from the Bobcats. That is number 56 again, I believe, or 54. That's 54.
Immediately by number 54, Hayden
Lovelace. Hayden Lovelace.
Makes it 2nd and 13.
So now 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss. We just entered the second quarter. Woodland up 7-0, and they were threatening, but then failed on 4th down and goal. So now number 10, Josh Ralston at quarterback. He'll drop back to pass, and he's hitting the end zone. He's sacked, and safety. The Bobcats sacked the quarterback in the end zone for a safety, and it's now 9-0 Bobcats.
What a play by the Bobcat defense. And you're talking about the quarterback, number 2, Ty Bailey. He's only in the 9th grade right now. He's going in to be a 10th grader. And so he's not having a lot of experience playing that position. And he just muffled under pressure and not a lot of great blocking coming from his offensive line.
Yeah, he snapped it on that play, took one step back, and he had 3 Bobcats staring him in the face.
And one of those Bobcats was number 54, Hayden Lovelace. Another was 55, Gabriel Rollins.
And the other one was 56.
And the other one was 56, Jody Harper.
And all 3 of those guys have been in the backfield multiple times tonight. So now it's 9-0 Bobcats on top of the Ramburn Bulldogs. And since it was a safety, Woodland gets the ball back. So now they got a chance to extend the lead even farther. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Woodland Bobcats on their own 30-yard line. So 9-0 Woodland. Just a reminder for you guys, if you want to watch this ball game or any ball game we do this season, we will have a live stream on YouTube for free. You can go to our website or go to any of our social media pages and be able to find a link to our stream, and you can watch all of the games that we do this year on a free stream on YouTube on your phone or computer or whatever you would like. 1st and 10, Jake Lovern in at quarterback for the Woodland Bobcats. He brings a man in motion. He'll hand it off to him over the right side. That's Jade Burge, lightning in a bottle, and he gets bottled up on that play. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, and that tackle right there was made by number 36, Sam Calvert, from his linebacker position, and he'll probably be making a lot more tackles from that position.
And Calvert got in trouble earlier for the skirmish between both of these teams. Here comes Woodland's 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. They'll hand it off to number 8 over the left side. Keeps his legs churning and picks up 1 or 2.
Caleb Parker right there trying to make something happen with his offense. And number 70, Brock Young, was there to make the tackle, the defensive tackle for the Ranburne Bulldogs.
So now Woodland facing a 3rd and 8, looking for a first down, trying to extend their lead. They're up 9-0. Here comes the snap to Lovern. Lovern dropping back to pass, looking for the player on the curl route, not going to have him, and he's sacked in the backfield. Lovern looked like he was attempting to throw it away, but as he was trying to throw it away, he got hit from behind. Luckily, he didn't fumble, but he got sacked for a loss, and now it's 4th and long for the Bobcats, and they'll have to punt it away.
And that was great pursuing by number 11, Hayden Simmons.
So now the Bobcats will have to punt it away. They're up 9-0. Quick reminder, tomorrow coverage begins at 2:30 as we will be at Troy University for the defending state champions, Handley Tigers, as they play against Montgomery Catholic. We'll get to see what Coach Strain has in store for this year for the Handley Tigers and HT Nation. And I know everybody in Roanoke is very excited to see what could happen this year after the state championship last year. So we will have coverage of that game on WELR at 2. Coverage begins at 2:30. We will also have the stream on our YouTube. So 1st and 10 for the Ramburne Bulldogs. Number 2, the quarterback, Ty Bailey. He'll have number 16, Aaron Benefield, to his left. He'll hand it off to Benefield. Benefield gets a gain of about 3 on that play. He almost got taken down in the backfield, but the guy that tried to take him down got taken out.
Yeah, and the guy that did ended up taking him out was number 10, Jade Burge, running the alley from his free safety position.
So 2nd and 7 now. Ramburne lining up in the shotgun. Bailey at quarterback. Benefield is running back. He has 2 receivers to either side. He'll fake the handoff to Benefield. There goes Ty Bailey. Bailey with a good juke move. He's got a Bulldog first down into Bobcat territory.
And that was a good fake by Ty Bailey right there, because he not only had you faked, but he had me faked as well. That was a good fake right there by Ty Bailey.
And Bailey trying to look like Johnny Manziel here. He's number 2, and he's making moves, making plays with his legs. He's in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. Benefield will be his running back off of his right hip. He's going to roll out to the right side. He throws it, and incomplete. His own player batted the ball down. Instead of trying to catch it, he batted it down with his hand. I don't know if he was trying to catch it with one hand or what.
That was number 32, Caleb Hornsby, right there. I think it was a little bit out of reach, and he was just trying to touch it and, get a little bit of hope. But that was probably not going to happen with number 69, Tucker Allen, right in Ty Bailey's face as soon as he threw the football.
So now 2nd and 10 for Ty Bailey and the Bulldogs. He takes the snap. He'll hand it off to number 16 over the left side. He's got a hole. He's looking for a first down, and he won't get one, but there will be a flag on the play, and down goes Benefield. He is in pain as there's a flag. We'll see what the flag's about. Number 24 from Ramburne spouting off. Bradley Martin talking to one of the Woodland players. There's been a lot of jawing between these two teams, just talking back and forth to each other.
Yeah, and that's what usually is going to happen, Kyle, between these two teams. It's just a big rivalry. And me being from Woodland, and that's my alma mater, it's just It's all we do is Ramburn hate, and they do the same for us. So it's a very big rivalry.
So Benefield down on the field. We'll take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
The Wadley Town Council and Mayor Donna McKay would like to invite you to spend time in their town of Wadley and experience their warm hospitality. Wadley wishes the Wadley High School Bulldogs good luck while participating in this year's Randolph County Football Jamboree. They wish all teams the best of luck and safe travels. For more information about the town of Wadley, please call 256-395-2262.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride in giving it their best. At Small Town Bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger. All striving to be the best with 4 convenient full-service locations. Wedowee, Roanoke, Heflin, and Ranburne, all open 6 days a week, and the loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping you develop and grow. That's the goal of Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Shepherd's Jewelry in Roanoke has received the newest Jim Shore collectibles, and they're beautiful. A new line of birds, butterflies, and flowers that are perfect for spring and summer, and you don't have to worry about pollen while you're enjoying them. Shepherd's has received a limited number of special Mother's Day pieces from Jim Shore. Stop by and check out the Mother and Grandmother Angels for that special lady on your gift list under the green awning in downtown Roanoke.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field. Woodland playing Ramburn here. Ramburn facing a 2nd and 12. Number 16, Benefield, was helped off of the field by his coaches. Now Ty Bailey in at quarterback still, and Coach Bailey from Ramburn, not a happy man as he calls another timeout. And we'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to WELR Eagle 102.3.
Randolph County Best Brands Plus, located at 17 Main Street in Wedowee, not only sells refrigerators, dishwashers, stoves, washing machines, dryers, mattresses, and recliners, Randolph County Best Brands Plus services all appliances, whether you bought them at Best Brands Plus or not. Brad and his staff are certified to take care of electrical, plumbing, or appliance repairs. Call Randolph County Best Brands Plus for any of your appliance, electrical, or plumbing needs today at 256-357-0400.
We live in a time of rapid change and uncertainty about the future. Today, more than ever, a good education really is important. The more we know, the more we can learn and understand and accomplish. The members of the class of 2017, the new high school graduates of our community, are moving on to meet the challenge of the future. Congratulations and best wishes for future success.
The fine folks at Wedowee Landscape and Nursery take this time to wish all graduating students from 2017 most success.
Welcome back to Bobcat Football on WELR Eagle 102.3. And on 2nd and 12, Ty Bailey rolls out to the right side. He's hit from behind by big number 56. Fumbles the football, and the Bobcats have it.
Yeah, and that was number 69, Tucker Allen, that jumped on that fumble right there, and it was a good job by him and a good job by Jody Harper as well to force that fumble. And now it's Woodland football again, and it's time for us to put it in the end zone.
So we're here in the second quarter at Warren Sewell Field, and Woodland is up 9-0 after a fumble recovery taken back for 7 points by Jade Burge and a sack in the end zone for a safety, and the Bobcats are trying to add to their lead. Number 3, Jake Lovern in at quarterback. He'll take the snap from the shotgun, hands it off over the right side to Dale Robertson. Robertson looking for the corner, runs over a man and gets a gain of about 6 on the play, but there's another flag.
And it'll be holding on the near receiver, number 8, Caleb Parker, as he was trying to help Jade Burge, but that guy kind of turned around trying to spin out of the tackle, and it turned into him pushing on his back. And it'll probably be on that call right there.
And that's what it was, holding on the offense that will back Woodland up once again. And we see Jordan Herring still sitting on the bench, injured. talking to some of his teammates. Doesn't look like he will return tonight.
He probably won't, and that's the same knee that he favored last year when we covered them in Lafayette. So he's probably having a lot more trouble out of that knee.
So now after the holding call, 1st and 25 for the Woodland Bobcats here in the second quarter. Jake Lovern lining up at quarterback. He'll have 2 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left, 2 running backs in the backfield. That is Dale Robertson is one of them. They'll throw a screen pass over the middle to Jade Burge. Jade has all kinds of room. Big crackback block, and there's the flag. And Jay Bird's running down the sidelines and finally taken down at the 20-yard line. But you heard it on the call. There was a crackback block, and it was definitely clipping. He hit him from behind, and it wasn't even close. So Jake Lovern's just standing back at about the 40-yard line because he knows this one's coming back.
Yeah, and you can tell that some of the Woodland players, they are not happy about that. Did you see who delivered the crackback block, Kyle?
It was the receiver on the far left side. I'm not sure who it was. There's a possibility that it was Dale because Dale was on a wheel route to the left side. We'll see here in a minute on the stream, but I'm not sure exactly who it was. But at any rate, Woodland's taking it back. So it was already 1st and 25. Now it's even further. First and a mile, pretty much, for the Woodland Bobcats here.
And that was a good play call by Lane Gay right there, and it got them the first down and a lot more. Just the penalties are killing these spring teams right now.
And every time the Bobcats move the ball up, it seems to come back every single time. And the call was from the spot of the foul, so Woodland actually gained yards. So it's 1st and 23. Lovern throwing it to Keith over the top. Incomplete, and Jake Lovern took a shot in the backfield on that play, but he gets up, and he's all right. He tried to hit Bryant Keith because he's the tallest player on the field. He tried to hit him on a go route, but he just couldn't get him.
Yeah, and he did. He was taking some pressure at that point, so the ball was a little underthrown. If he'd have thrown it more towards the sideline, that would have been all Bryant Keith right there with that catch.
Yeah, he probably could have thrown a better ball if he didn't have a Bulldog staring him eye to eye. 7 minutes left in the first half. Lovern in at quarterback. He'll have 3 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left, and Dale Robertson will be the running back. And he'll toss it to Dale over the right side. Dale's got some good blocking from Jade Birch. He cuts back. There goes Dale down the sideline. He's at the 35, 30, cuts back 20. He's taken down at the 20-yard line. There's no flag on this play. That's a first down for the Bobcats.
And that's Dale Robertson right there, and that was a great blocking and great play call by Lane Gay. And Dale Robertson, hats off to you, man. That was a great run and a great cutback in between your blocks to gain those big yards.
So now it's 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the Bulldog 20-yard line. Jake Lovern in at quarterback. He'll have Dale Robertson off of his left hip and Caleb Parker off his right hip, a single receiver to either side. Parker gets the handoff, and he is planted after a gain of 1 or 2 on that play. He just got drove into the ground on that play. So now 2nd and 9 for the Bobcats, and the left tackle came up limping a little bit. So Woodland kind of having a few injury issues here tonight.
Yeah, they are, Kyle, and it's not only Woodland, but Ramburn is too, with Aaron Benefield and a few other of the players that are coming in and out with small injuries.
Jake Lovern takes a snap, hands it off to Dale, up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going nowhere on that one.
Yeah, that was good defense and good play right there by the middle linebacker, number 36, Sam Calvert.
And so now it's going to be 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Bobcats. They're trying to get into the end zone once again. They're playing against Ramburn. They're up 9-0 in the second quarter, trying to get into the end zone once again. Jake Lovern in the shotgun. He'll have Dale Robertson to his right Jade Burge to his left. 2 receivers wide left and a single receiver to the right. Jade takes a snap. He's looking for Jade. And he throws it right to a Ramburn defender. Going down the sideline, he's taken down by Jake Lovern at the Ranburn 42. And you can hear the cheers from over here from the Ramburn faithful.
Yeah, and that was number 52, Brianne Gaines, making that interception.
Not really sure where he was throwing that pass. He threw it in between the numbers of a Ramburn player.
And I was looking in the flats at Jade Birds. He was wide open, and that would have been probably, if not, close to a touchdown.
That's where I was looking to. That's who I expected him to throw to, but he threw it over the middle, and it got picked off. So now Ramburn has the football. Let's see who the quarterback is. Josh Ralston, the quarterback, after the fumble from Ty Bailey. They'll have Josh Ralston in at quarterback. He'll be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. His running back number 26. And he'll fake the handoff. He's dropping back to pass, rolling out to the right side. Throws it over the middle. He has a man, and it's incomplete.
And that pass was intended for number 32, Caleb Hornsby, but he just kind of tripped over his own feet and turned a loop, and he just lost himself on that play. He was wide open.
Yeah, he had a man down the sidelines about 25 yards ahead that was wide open. He had all day. Nothing but green grass in front of him. He just couldn't corral the pass. So now it's 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Number 10, Josh Ralston in the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. He takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He'll take it himself for a gain of 4 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and about 6 for the Ramburn Bulldogs as they're trying to inch closer to this lead that Woodland has built as they're up 9-0. Woodland's been up 9-0 and has been in the red zone twice and has nothing to show for it.
Yeah, Colin, that's not looking good for this game tonight, but hopefully it's just, spring eras that will work themselves out, kinks and stuff like that. They'll work themselves out as the fall progresses and becomes the real football season.
Ralston rolling out to the left. He throws a bomb to a man wide open, and he overthrew him. He had number 24, Bradley Morton, running down the sideline wide open at the Woodland 10. It would have been a touchdown, but he overthrew him by 5 to 10 yards and threw it out of bounds as well.
Yeah, I think he just saw number 55, Gabriel Rollins, coming at his face, and he just tried to chunk it. And you can see that his cannon took it a lot further than what number 24 could catch for it.
Yeah, he chucked it all right. He threw it 60 yards in the air.
Which is a cannon of an arm.
Yeah. But that resulted in a 4th down. So now Ramburn has to punt, and the Bobcats will get the ball back. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, it appears. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Here comes Jake Lovern and the Bobcats. They'll line up. Let's see. Line up in the shotgun here. 2 receivers to the right side, a single receiver to the left. Jake takes a snap, dropping back, looking right. Nobody there. He's sacked. That was a busted play from the beginning.
Yeah,
he was missing a player, and that player was Dale Robertson.
Yeah, on that play, there was a lot of blitz coming from the right side, and he didn't have a blocking back to take any of that away. So he was brought down for a huge loss.
Yeah, he had no help on that play. So now it's 2nd and 20, 2nd and 25 for the Bobcats as they're inside their own 10-yard line now. 17 seconds left on the play clock. Jake Lovern lining up in the shotgun. He'll have 3 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. Dale Robertson, the running back, will be off of Lovern's right hip. Let's see if he gets the handoff here. And they'll toss it to him over the right side, looking for some blocking. He cuts to the edge, gets tripped up, but he gets a pretty good gain.
And the guy to trip him up was number 8, Landon Woodard, who is actually doing a really good job running the football. And we haven't seen him much on offense since then.
So it'll be 3rd and long here. He picks up about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 15 possibly for Woodland. They'll line up. Jake Lovern will line up in the shotgun. 3 minutes left in the first half. Lovern in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. And Lovern dropping back to pass, looking left. No one there. He tries to roll out. Nobody there. He might get sacked in the end zone. He's taken down at the 1 yard line.
And that is a bullet dodge from the Woodland offense to make this a touchdown football game.
Yeah, Woodland got a safety earlier by sacking Ty Bailey in the end zone. So it's 9-0. If Ramburn was able to get that sack, it would have been 9-2, making it a 7-point ball game. But he went down at the 1 yard line, and luckily for them, that was third down. So now they get to punt it. And that'll move it up. It'll still be in Woodland territory, but they can trust their defense a lot more than having their back against the wall at the 1 yard line.
I do agree, Kyle. And I don't know what happened to this Woodland offense, but it just started falling apart during this drive, and it's not going very good for them.
Yeah, it went stale.
It did.
Went stale on that one drive. Jake didn't have anywhere to throw on that play. He was just trying to make something out of nothing. But times like that, you just got to throw it away. So the punt goes from the 1 to the 31. And here comes Ralston and the Bulldogs. He'll be in the I formation. Landon Woodard will dot the I in the backfield. He has a single receiver to either side. He'll hand it off to Woodard up the middle. Woodard is chased down from behind by big number 56. What a play that was. The defensive end penetrates into the line, chases the running back down, and takes him down. Make no mistake, he got a 9-yard gain, but that's a heck of a play from a defensive end. 2nd and 1, they'll hand it off to him again, and 56 is in on the tackle once again. This will be a first down now.
Yeah, and let's just talk about Jody for a second. Jody Harper, he is phenomenal defensive player, and he's making a lot of great tackles for them. And he was slow to get up on that play a little bit, limping a little, and hopefully he's okay as he's trying to get off of the field right now.
Yeah, he's a guy that's played his heart out tonight. He's been all over the football field, making sacks and everything. Here comes Ralston in the I formation, and he'll fake the handoff, runs a bootleg to the left. He's going to throw it. He fakes the pass, gets by Bryant Keith, and he's inside the Woodland 10-yard line. Ramburn trying to make a game out of this.
Yes, they are, Kyle, and they're doing a really good job at it.
And Ramburn has 1 minute, 43 seconds left in the half, and they're looking at 3rd and 1 from the 10-yard line. Ralston in the I formation. Woodard will dot the I in the backfield. Ralston takes a snap, tosses it to Woodard over the right side. He's got good blocking. He runs over a man for a Bulldog first down.
And you're talking about running over a man. That was he did sure run him over, but that was Jade Birch who was taking on the fullback block and knocked the fullback down on his back and just happened to be right there in the way as Landon Woodard ran straight into him.
So Ralston in at quarterback, Woodard dotting the I. He'll hand it off to Woodard up the middle. And it is a touchdown, Bulldogs.
And like I was telling you, Kyle, Landon Woodard, we didn't see him that much, and then he came back in, and look at this. In 5 plays, he's in the end zone.
Woodard in the end zone. It's now 9-6. Let's see what Ramburn decides to do here. 9-6. They're bringing the player on. I don't know if they'll go for a PAT or if they'll go for 2. It looks like they're going for 2. Yep, here come the Bulldogs going for 2.
Trying to make it a 1-point ball game.
Trying to make it a 1-point game. They're in the I formation. Ralston under center. Number 8, Woodard will dot the I in the backfield. Here's a snap to Ralston. Tosses it to Woodard over the right side, and Woodard waltzes into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that makes it 9-8. Bobcats still on top. Time winding down in the first half, and we've got a ball game here at Warren Sewell Field. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
The young men and women graduating from high school have a challenging future in store. Sweeping changes taking place in the world will make their lives far different from the lives of their parents, and they'll need their education to meet the opportunities coming their way. We congratulate the class of 2017 and offer them the community's best wishes.
And your friends at Shepherd's Jewelry, Judy and the entire staff would like to wish all the graduates of Randolph County Schools the best of luck. Randolph County Best Brands Plus, located at 17 Main Street in Wedowee, not only sells refrigerators, dishwashers, stoves, washing machines, dryers, mattresses, and recliners, Randolph County Best Brands Plus services all appliances, whether you bought them at Best Brands Plus or not. Brad and his staff are certified to take care of electrical, plumbing, or appliance repairs. Call Randolph County Best Brands Plus for any of your appliance, electrical, or plumbing needs today at 256-357-0400.
On 1st and 10, the Bobcats fumble the football. And let's see who has it. Ramburn says they do. And the Bulldogs have it.
Yeah, and the one to fall on that ball was number 11, Hayden Simmons. And I don't know what happened right there. I think Jake just had a little bit of a fumble underneath center, and then he just ended up losing the football.
Jake just had a brain fart, and the ball fell out. And now Ramburn has the ball, down by 1, trying to take the lead before halftime. They're in the I formation. 55. Ralston up under center, 55 seconds left. Ralston looking for number 24, and he dropped it.
Talking about Butterfingers right there, Bradley Martin, he has had several balls thrown to him, and he's dropped all of them. I don't think he's called a pass tonight.
Yeah, that hit Martin in the hands, and he was at about the 10-yard line, and he just dropped it again. So now it's 2nd and 10. Ralston in the I formation. He'll have big number 8, Landon Woodard, behind him. Let's see if he gets a toss on this play. Here's the snap. The handoff to Woodard over the right side. Woodard not going too far on this play.
And he's met by several of those kids that we talked about that are penetrating the backfield very well, which consists of Hayden Lovelace, Gabriel Rollins, and Jody.
And we'll have a timeout taken by the Ramburn Bulldogs here. We'll take one with them. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
First Stop Bank is celebrating 45 years in the banking business and would like to thank you, the customers, for making us your bank of choice. First State Bank is always happy to help you with any of your financial needs, whether it's your first checking account or applying for a loan. Stop by any of our 3 locations in Wedowee, Langville, or Ashland for a friendly and unique banking experience. First State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Shepherd's Jewelry in Roanoke has received the newest Jim Shore collectibles, and they're beautiful. A new line of birds, butterflies, and flowers that are perfect for spring and summer, and you don't have to worry about pollen while you're enjoying them. Shepherd's has received a limited number of special Mother's Day pieces from Jim Shore. Stop by and check out the Mother and Grandmother Angels for that special lady on your gift list under the green awning in downtown Roanoke.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field. The Ramburn Bulldogs on 3rd and 9 throw a screen pass to number 36, Sam Calvert, and Calvert gets a first down. Ramburn in the I formation. And they drop the snap, and then they spike it.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to stop the clock. There were 25 seconds left, and Stephen Bailey's already used all of his timeouts. So that's just Stephen Bailey trying to get in the end zone and take the lead before halftime.
He was able to stop the clock. It was close, though. He fumbled the snap, picked it up, and spiked it. They could have very well have called that a fumble as well.
Yeah, they could have.
So now Ralston will be under center in the I formation. Woodard is his tailback, and Ralston takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's rolling out to the right, looking over the middle, throws, caught. Oh, big hit from the Bobcats. Man, that's a big hit. but he still caught it.
And
That's a good catch right there.
That was a great catch right there by number 11, Hayden Simmons. But it was also a great lick delivered by the one and only number 10, Jade Burge.
Jade knocked his clock off on that one. They hand it off in the backfield to number 8, Landon Woodard, and Woodard is stopped.
Trying to stop the clock with 2 seconds, and it's probably not going to happen.
They blew a whistle before Ramburn got a chance to snap the ball there. We're going to halftime. The Bobcats are up 9-8 over the Ramburn Bulldogs. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
The Wadley Town Council and Mayor Donna McKay would like to invite you to spend time in their town of Wadley and experience their warm hospitality. Wadley wishes the Wadley High School Bulldogs good luck while participating in this year's Randolph County Football Jamboree. They wish all teams the best of luck and safe travels. For more information about the town of Wadley, please call 256-395-2262.
Steve Morris Law handles all types of injury cases, car and big truck accidents, work-related injuries, birth defects caused by exposure to medication, and chemicals in the workplace. Steve Morris Law offers free consultations with no attorney's fees unless we collect for you. Call for a free consultation at 256-357-9211. That's 256-357-9211. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Ava Hills Assisted Living Facility, located in Wedowee, Alabama, offers short and long-term options for your elder care needs. Whether it's daycare for respite time alone or you're seeking a permanent home, Ava Hills is the right choice in assisted living. Call Ava Hills at 256-357-2895 anytime. We're always home. That's 256-357-2895. Make the call today.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride in giving it their best. At Small Town Bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger. All striving to be the best with 4 convenient full-service locations. Wedowee, Roanoke, Heflin, and Ranburne, all open 6 days a week, and the loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping you develop and grow. That's the goal of Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Welcome back to Bobcat Football on WELR Eagle 102.3. Your score at halftime, Woodland 9, Ranburne 8. And a recap of the first half, the Woodland Bobcats scored on a fumble recovery, scoop and score from number 10, Jade Burge, that made it 7-0 Woodland in the first quarter. And then late in the first quarter, Woodland had the ball at the Ramburne 1-yard line and then got a penalty that backed them up to the 9 and failed to convert on 4th and goal. So Ramburne got the ball, and Ty Bailey proceeded to get sacked in the end zone for a safety, which made it 9-0 Woodland.
And then late in the second quarter, trying to get back even with the Bobcats, Landon Woodard, after 6 carries from the Woodland 40, after Woodland had got pinned back deep at the 1-yard line and had to punt it back to their 31, and after 6 carries, he had it in the end zone to make the score 6-9. And then on 2-point conversion, they handed it back to him, and he shuffled a few defenders and walked in the end zone to make the score what it currently is, 9-8 Woodland over Ramburne.
And then Woodland got the ball back right before the half ended and fumbled on the first play, and Ramburne got the ball and drove it all the way to the Woodland 3. And tried to run the ball in with Landon Woodard, and they got stuffed by a goal line stand from the Woodland defense. And that's where we are here at halftime.
Yeah, and that was actually probably the biggest play. The biggest play of the half was when Woodland stuffed Landon Woodard to keep him out as time expired.
So we're sitting here 9-8 Ramburne on top of Woodland right now. We've had a few good plays from both teams, and number 4, Dale Robertson from Woodland, living up to the player of the week he had last year. He's had a few good plays in this first half, and Jade Burge with a huge hit to end the half.
Yeah, I do agree, Kyle. He laid a large lick on number 11, Hayden Simmons, who caught the ball in the air, but when he came down, he didn't come down from gravity. He came down from Jade Birch slamming him on the ground.
It was a little bit of both. That was a hard hit, but Jade Birch has played a good game. He's a pretty good athlete himself. And we're going to take a break here. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
Life is always changing and ending for every beginning, and that holds true for high school graduation more than any other event in our lives. The child is now an adult, ready to take a place in the community. As a student, a worker, or a homemaker, we're proud of the class of 2017, and we salute these new high school graduates as they take their place in the world.
And Huddleston Equipment and Sales is proud to present you this message to all the Randolph County High School graduating classes.
In pioneer days, whenever a new settlement had enough people that it began to feel like a town, the first public building was most often a school. Our people respect the power of knowledge, and caring communities have always sought to make a good education available to everyone who wanted one. Today, we salute our own high school graduates, the class of 2017.
And this message is presented to you by your friends at WM Grocery, wishing all the graduating students from Randolph County the most success. Randolph County Best Brands Plus, located at 17 Main Street in Wedowee, not only sells refrigerators, dishwashers, stoves, washing machines, dryers, mattresses, and recliners, Randolph County Best Brands Plus services all appliances, whether you bought them at Best Brands Plus or not. Brad and his staff are certified to take care of electrical, plumbing, or appliance repairs. Call Randolph County Best Brands Plus for any of your appliance, electrical, or plumbing needs today at 256-357-0400. The Wadley Town Council and Mayor Donna McKay would like to invite you to spend time in their town of Wadley and experience their warm hospitality. Wadley wishes the Wadley High School Bulldogs good luck while participating in this year's Randolph County Football Jamboree. They wish all teams the best of luck and safe travels. For more information about the town of Wadley, please call 256-395-2262.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field here, home of the Woodland Bobcats. Woodland playing Ramburn right now. Woodland on top, 9-8 on top of Ramburn. And after this game's over, we're going to go home and get ready to go to Troy University tomorrow for our last spring broadcast as the Handley Tigers play against Montgomery Catholic tomorrow at 3. Coverage will begin at 2:30. We'll be live streaming that game as well on YouTube on our channel.
And the way you've been talking about how Troy's press box is set up, you got me pretty excited about it, honestly, with the stats and all that put up at the end of each quarter. I'm just looking forward to that, and I'm really excited to broadcast a football game at Troy Stadium.
It's high class. It's as Coleman was telling me today, if we're in the same setup as them, we might not be set up there, but if we have the same setup they did, we're going to be in a booth kind of like we are now, and there will be TVs on top that we can see that will have live stats streamed after every quarter, kind of like when I did basketball at the state tournament. After every quarter, they would bring us out a box score, and we would have all the stats for every player in every quarter. And it's so nice because you don't have to keep stats, and you can see who's doing what, and it's very accurate. You can see how many people had fouls and penalties, and it'll have penalties, yardage, kickoff yardage, everything. You don't have to keep up with any of that. You don't have to keep up with any stats. Well, save your day.
Yeah, it is going to save my day. But, yeah, I don't really know much about Montgomery Catholic, but I know that Handley's there's got to be a lot of juniors coming in. They've got to fill a lot of big positions for the Handley Tigers, considering, they're coming back from that state championship victory.
I know one thing. Handley has a good running back.
They do.
We saw him last year in the playoffs make a big play in the playoffs against Thomasville and Andalusia as well.
And he scored the breaking ice touchdown against Andalusia.
He did.
Whenever Handley played at Andalusia, and he's a big threat for Handley. And if Coach Strain can keep him there, when he gets on his senior year, he's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, Devontae Houston, remember the name, folks. You will hear it a lot, and you'll see it a lot in the paper because this man is going to be running, probably going to be running the offense for Handley. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He was last year, but after a year of off-season program from Handley, he's going to be good. And Handley can get used to playing on turf because Troy.
Hey everybody, don't forget to go to the concession stand.
The fun fact, the people who made Troy University's field are the same people that's making Handley's field.
Okay, so it's going to be a.
So it'll be pretty close. AstroTurf, same thing. It'll be pretty close to what it's going to be like at home when they finally get to play at home.
Yeah, and the field's coming up very nicely. Like Erik was saying earlier, it's really nice, and I'm looking forward to just stepping on the field next year whenever we call a game at Handley, and I'm just looking forward to it.
We're gonna have to go down there. We don't usually ever go down there.
Yeah, we might have to throw Erik up in the booth and make him call the ball game from here. And we can call it from the sideline.
No, Erik has his right to be down there. Erik has a more right to be down there than we do.
Yeah, I know.
So Erik will be down there. We'll be up in the booth, but we can go down there before the game. I'm looking at Montgomery Catholic. Last year they were 8-3. They are a 4A school, so they could end up playing each other. They're in St. James region. St. James made it to the quarterfinals last year in the state playoffs, and then they lost to Tallahassee.
They did. So
Tallahassee's made a good run at things in football and baseball. Tallahassee made it to the quarterfinals in baseball, but guess who they lost to? UMS, right? In 3 games, though. Took them 3 games to do it. But they did lose to them.
Yeah, but that's just they're just a big threat for baseball.
Yeah, they finished 3rd in their region. They got a lot of highlights from last year as well. They lost to Thomasville in round 1 last year, 20-6.
Okay, so they did play Thomasville, which is a team that Handley ended up playing and winning.
Slaughtering.
Yeah, they did slaughter.
Pretty much. Yeah. We had that. That was a long drive. That was a long drive for a blowout, and I mean a blowout.
No, I think the longest drive that we've had, Kyle, was when we went to Andalusia and then drove back the same night. That was the real trip.
Yeah, that was a round trip because I had work the next morning.
Yeah, we drove back to Andalusia that night. From Andalusia to Handley
because we stayed in Thomasville because they had that place that had really good steak, and you wanted to go there, but we didn't end up going there. But we had to stay because the clerk, her cousin, played on the team or whatever, so she was asking us about the ball game. All right, let's see. We have 15 seconds before they start warming up, so we're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
What does Mike Fields really do? Does he fix fenders and hoods? Does he straighten frames? Does he paint things? Does he work with insurance companies? What does Mike Fields Body Shop really do? Well, they do all those things, but what they really do is take a wreck and turn it back into the car that I love to drive, the car that I like to get behind the wheel and just drive and drive. Thank you, Mike Fields Body Shop, for doing what you do, because you do it right at Mike Fields Body Shop, 123 Industrial Drive, Roanoke.
One of the most important traits an individual can learn in high school is self-reliance, learning to master unfamiliar subjects and difficult concepts. Once you know that you can learn and adjust to many different situations, you're ready to face the world and to succeed. The members of the class of 2017 have learned that confidence, and we offer them our warmest best wishes.
Your friends at Southern Union State Community College take this time to salute and congratulate all the graduates of 2017. Randolph County Best Brands Plus, located at 17 Main Street in Wedowee, not only sells refrigerators, dishwashers, stoves, washing machines, dryers, mattresses, and recliners, Randolph County Best Brands Plus services all appliances, whether you bought them at Best Brands Plus or not. Brad and his staff are certified to take care of electrical, plumbing, or appliance repairs. Call Randolph County Best Brands Plus for any of your appliance, electrical, or plumbing needs today at 256-357-0400.
The young men and women graduating from high school have a challenging future in store. Sweeping changes taking place in the world will make their lives far different from the lives of their parents, and they'll need their education to meet the opportunities coming their way. We congratulate the class of 2017 and offer them the community's best wishes.
And your friends at Shepherd's Jewelry, Judy and the entire staff would like to wish all the graduates of Randolph County Schools the best of luck.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field and the start of the second half. The way the second half is going to work, as I was told by my partner here, Levi Arrington, we're going to have one drive from each team, and then after that we're going to have a running clock. We're going to have one drive where we don't have a running clock, and then we're going to have a running clock the rest of the way. So Woodland has the ball first. They started 1st and 10 on their own 30. Had a handoff on first down that gained 7 yards, and now they have a flag on second down for false start that'll back them up.
Yeah, and that run that got 7 yards was by Dale Robertson. He probably could have gotten more, but he ran into his own block. So now we're back at 2nd and 11.
Woodland's taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. And here comes number 3. Jake Lovern was going to snap it, and then Jade Birds jumped, as well as the defensive end from Ramburn. But it's another 5-yard penalty for the Woodland Bobcats. They've had so many penalties hurt them tonight that it's insane. They take 1 step forward and 5 steps back.
Yeah, and they're going to have to work these kinks out with the flags and stuff, because if not, it's going to be a rough year for penalties with Woodland.
Yeah, and Jake Lovern in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the left side, a single receiver to the right. He'll hand it off up the middle, and he's tackled. That's number 8 for the Bobcats.
Caleb Parker.
Caleb Parker tackled after a gain of 1 on the play. Softball regionals were today for Hanley, Wadley, and Woodland as well. Randolph County was knocked out. I think that was today too, but Randolph County got knocked out. And Woodland got put in the loser's bracket, but won against West End, so they're still alive. Wadley was also put in the loser's bracket, but they won. So Woodland and Wadley are still alive, but they are 1 loss away from being out of it. And on 3rd and long, Jake Lovern runs it himself, gets a gain of 2, but now Woodland's going to have to punt. Hanley made it all the way to the final game. Hanley lost and got put in the loser's bracket, and they won out on the loser's bracket, and then they played the last game against Northside. The winner of this game would go play in the state tournament. And Northside defeated Hanley 5-3. So the Hanley Lady Tigers are out of the playoffs. They had a great season this year, as well as Randolph County had a great season. All 4 of our county schools made the softball playoffs, which is really, really good and really talented ladies in this county. But Woodland had to punt here, so now Ramburn lining up 1st and 10, trying to take the lead from the Bobcats. The Bobcats have led pretty much the whole game. I formation here for the Bulldogs. Ralston under center. Number 7, Bailey Tullis will get the handoff up the middle. He'll get a gain of about 2 on the play. And that'll be 2nd and 8 now for the Ramburn Bulldogs. And if you missed it earlier, the Wadley Bulldogs lost to Randolph County 21-0 in what is part 1 of 2 games that they will play, as they'll play again in the fall. And these 2 teams, Woodland and Ramburn, might play again in the fall as well. 2nd and 8 for Ramburn. Ralston under center. Number 7, Bailey Tullis, will dot the I in the backfield. Here's a snap to Ralston. He fumbles it. He picks it back up, rolling out to the right side, looking for somewhere to throw. Nowhere to throw it, and he's sacked in the backfield for about a 10-yard loss.
And that was number 56 again, Jody Harper, making a great play on the ball. And like I said, you'll hear his name a lot, and you have, Kyle. He's filled the shoes that he needs to fill.
Jody Harper in the backfield every play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 20 for the Bulldogs. Ralston will be under center here in the I formation. Number 7, Bailey Tullis in the backfield. We haven't seen any of Landon Woodard yet in the second half. But Ralston lining up under center. 10 seconds left on the play clock. He's in the I formation, the single receiver split to either side. He takes a snap, dropping back to pass, looking left. He's going to roll that way, still looking, pointing for his receiver to run somewhere, and he can't complete the pass. He pointed his receiver to an open spot, but he couldn't throw it there. So it's incomplete, and now it's 4th down. And that was the one freebie we had for both of the teams. So now we'll have a running clock the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's the way it seems, Kyle. It looks like right now with this lead that Woodland has, and they're now possessing the ball again, they're going to need some type of momentum to continue this, because I know that Landon Woodard is coming on the field for defense, and I'm sure he'll be on the field for offense the next possession for the Ramburn Bulldogs.
He's just kind of waiting in the wings.
He is.
And now Woodland lining up 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Jake Lovern in at quarterback. Dale Robertson, his running back, will be off of his left hip. He has 3 receivers to the left side. Lovern will draw Ramburn off sides. That's a flag. Number 70 for the Ramburn Bulldogs, Brock Young, an 11th grader, jumped off sides there.
And if you remember someone from Ramburn, he played baseball, football, and basketball. His name was Blake Young. He was a left-handed pitcher for Ramburn, and that is actually his younger brother.
Gotcha. So 1st and 5 for the Bobcats. They'll hand it off to Dale Robertson up the middle. Robertson's got a hole, and he's got a Bobcat 1st down.
Yeah, and that's just another example of how Dale Robertson runs the football, full steam and right ahead. And he got the 1st down for Woodland, and this is starting to spark this momentum that they're needing to get another touchdown and get up and out of scoring range to, get to lose their lead.
And we've got a running clock here, so the more Woodland runs the ball, the more the clock runs. And I'm sure they're thinking about that too. Shotgun once again, Dale Robertson in the backfield. They'll throw a screen pass to Jade Burge. Good catch. And Jade Burge down the sidelines. He'll have a 1st down for the Bobcats inside the 30-yard line.
And a key block right there from number 2, Bryant Keith, as he hit number 8, Landon Woodard, to knock him out, because he probably would have reached out with his long arms and got Jade Burge right there off before he cut it up while he was still running from east to west.
And here come the Woodland coaches now. Don't know. Jade Burge might be down over there on the sidelines. Jade Burge was down on the sidelines, but he's up and he's walking off. He's a tough kid. Not much is going to keep Jade Burge down. He'll run off the field holding his arm. But Woodland now with 1st and 10 on the Ramburn 25-yard line. Well, now they'll move it back to the Ramburn 30. 1st and 10 from the Ramburn 30 for the Woodland Bobcats. Woodland up 9-8. Just a 1-point lead. Bobcats trying to extend it here. Lovern in the shotgun. Dale Robertson, his running back, off of his right hip. He has 3 receivers to the right side. Lovern takes a snap, hands it off to Dale. Dale up the middle. He gets past 2 tacklers, but won't get past 5. Seemed like there was no one blocking on that play for Dale.
And there didn't seem to be, as the line kind of just like fell apart, Kyle. And I don't know what happened, but somehow he fought off from being tackled in the backfield by 2 tacklers and brought it back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that line was porous on that play. There's holes everywhere. Jake Lovern in at quarterback. He'll be in the shotgun formation once again. Jade Burge, good to see him back out there once again. They're in the pistol this time. A single receiver to either side. Burge, the deep back. He'll get a screen pass to the left, and he dropped the football. He dropped the football, but they'll say it was a lateral. So luckily, he picked it back up and kept running with it. He still lost a yard, but he picked it up for a gain of about 2, because he would have lost about 5. So now 3rd and 11 for the Bobcats. Jake Lovern will be in the shotgun this time. He's got Jade Burge and Dale Robertson to his right side. He has 3 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left, and the running back to his right is number 8. He'll take the snap. He's dropping back, looking left, throws it. It is tipped and knocked down, almost picked off by number 27, Justin Somerville. The 10th grader got his hand on the ball and almost intercepted it.
And I know that ball was designed to go towards the Woodland side numbers, but Jade Burge was wide open in the flats on the right side, and maybe just a second option right there. He should have just maybe looked at Jade and thrown him the ball, because he might have taken that for a first down right there.
So now Woodland is going to punt, and they'll pin the Bulldogs deep inside their own territory at about the 15-yard line. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride and giving it their best. At Small Town Bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger. All striving to be the best with 4 convenient full-service locations: Wedowee, Roanoke, Heflin, and Ranburne, all open 6 days a week, and the loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping you develop and grow. That's the goal of Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
One of the most important traits an individual can learn in high school is self-reliance, learning to master unfamiliar subjects and difficult concepts. Once you know that you can learn and adjust to many different situations, you're ready to face the world and to succeed. The members of the class of 2017 have learned that confidence, and we offer them our warmest best wishes.
Your friends at Southern Union State Community College take this time to salute and congratulate all the graduates of 2017.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field. Ramburn gets the ball on their own 10-yard line, and on first down, they ran it up the middle and didn't get anywhere. And on second down, they ran it up the middle once again and got 2 yards. So now, for the Ramburn Bulldogs, they're facing 3rd and 8 from their own 15-yard line. Your score right now in the third quarter is there's a running clock. We're about 7 minutes left in the third quarter. And Ramburn is losing 9-8 to Woodland. So on third down, number 2, Ty Bailey tries to take the snap. The snap is high. He's dropping back to pass, rolling out to his left side, throws it over the middle. It's caught. Number 8, Landon Woodard with the grab right at the sticks.
And I believe that'll be a first down for the Ramburn Bulldogs. And there's just another example of Landon Woodard being a clutch player wherever they need him to be one.
So first down and 10 now for the Ramburn Bulldogs. They're trying to take the lead from the Bobcats for the first time today. Number 2, Ty Bailey in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Snap is low. He rolls out to the right side, throws it over the middle. Caught by number 3. He gets tripped up and taken down after a gain of 9 on that play. Jake Burson.
That was Jake. Yeah, like you said, Kyle, that was Jake Burson on that play. We haven't seen him much tonight, but that was a great catch and run by him to, evade that tackle and get that extra yard.
But there's a flag on the play, and it's holding against the Bulldogs. That'll bring them back. After the good play that gained 9 yards, they're walking it on back.
And we've caught a lot of penalties tonight, Kyle, and there's been a lot of moving the ball with penalties. And if you had to think of one thing that is really killing all 4 of these teams is penalties. And once you get those kinks knocked out, these will be good 2 and 3 and 1A caliber football teams against their own regions. Mm-hmm. And they'll be very competitive against each other.
Yeah, these two will be in their own region. 2A Region 5, Woodland and Ramburn will be in their own region together, so you'll see this game again. You'll see Wadley and Wedowee again. That's 1A versus 3A, but they'll play again in the Fall Jamboree because they're trying to make that. It used to be Wedowee and Hanley, but then Wedowee got tired of playing Hanley, and we all know why. But Wedowee wants to play Wadley now, and it's becoming a pretty good series. Brian Keith throwing long. It's caught. Ty Bailey, that is, throws it long, and it's caught at the 45-yard line. First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, that catch was made. For his first catch tonight was number 24, Bradley Martin, as he literally had to sit down and wait on that route to hit him in the stomach. So it wasn't really a good catch by him, but at least he caught it, and it got the Ramburn Bulldogs a first down.
Good throw from Ty Bailey. So Bailey in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. He takes the snap, dropping back, looking over the middle. Nowhere to throw, and he's sacked.
And again, that's number 56, Jody Harper, making the tackle. and that's probably one of his third sacks of the night, and probably one of the tackles for a loss is probably like 6 or 7. He's up there in the numbers tonight.
I was thinking that's his 4th sack. It has to be at least 3 or 4. Shotgun again for Ty Bailey. He has 3 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. Takes a snap, dropping back, looking. He throws it long. He's got a man. Got him! Number 3, Jake Burson. First down, Bulldogs. All the way down to the Woodland 22-yard line. And now Woodland has a player that is cramping up bad. I think that's Jade Birds that's over here on the sideline cramping up. Yep, he's cramping. But Ramburn down 9-8, trying to score here. And they're trying to get him to stop the clock. We have the running clock, as I said. They're trying to get him to stop the clock. 2:54, 2:53.
Stop the
Hey,
Stop the clock.
hear him?
Stop the clock.
Jay Burge down on the sidelines. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
Women graduating from high school have a challenging future in store. Sweeping changes taking place in the world will make their lives far different from the lives of their parents, and they'll need their education to meet the opportunities coming their way. We congratulate the class of 2017 and offer them the community's best wishes.
And your friends at Shepherd's Jewelry, Judy and the entire staff would like to wish all the graduates of Randolph County Schools the best of luck.
First State Bank is celebrating 45 years in the banking business and would like to thank you, the customers, for making us your bank of choice. First State Bank is always happy to help you with any of your financial needs, whether it's your first checking account or applying for a loan. Stop by any of our 3 locations in Wedowee, Langville, or Ashland for a free and unique banking experience. First State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Bobcat football at Warren Sewell Field. After the long first down pass, Jay Burge helped off the field. Woodland having some cramping issues with number 56 as well. And they need that guy if they want to stop Ramburn. Ramburn, after a first down run, they're facing 2nd and 10 now. Number 2, Ty Bailey in at quarterback. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to either side. He's rolling left, throws left, and this one just thrown in the dirt. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Ramburn Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that pass would have been more accurate if Ty Bailey would have flipped his shoulders. I see Stephen Bailey, who was actually a quarterback coach at Woodland when he was coaching at Woodland. Not only was he the offensive coordinator, but the quarterback coach. And he was talking to him. He's like, flip your shoulders, set your feet, and then throw the football, and it's going to be more accurate.
Yep. You always got to set your feet. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Bailey drops back, looking over the left. Nowhere to throw. He's going to run up the middle. Gets by 2 defenders. Gets tackled at the Woodland 3-yard line. There's a flag.
And the holding on number 55, Gabriel Rollins. And Ty Bailey doesn't look happy at all as he just slung his towel off the field. After he put so much effort to get his team down to about the 3-yard line, it's just going to be brought back.
Ty Bailey has really stepped up here in the second half. Ramburn has needed him, and he has stepped up big time.
Yeah, and considering he's only a 9th grader right now, stepping into his 10th grade year, he's going to fill some big shoes for Ramburn since the last time they really had a good quarterback was Dalton Wiggins. That's really notable, and he's kind of fitting that kind of Dalton Wiggins way.
Bailey takes a snap, dropping back to pass. Nowhere to throw. He's going to run it, and he is almost sacked, but he throws the ball up, and it falls incomplete. That's the end of your third quarter. Your score, Woodland 9, Ranburne 8. We'll take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
Ava Hills Assisted Living Facility, located in Wedowee, Alabama, offers short and long-term options for your elder care needs. Whether it's daycare for respite time alone or you're seeking a permanent home, Ava Hills is the right choice in assisted living. Call Ava Hills at 256-357-2895 anytime. We're always home. That's 256-357-2895. Make the call today.
Life is always changing, an ending for every beginning, and that holds true for high school graduation more than any other event in our lives. The child is now an adult, ready to take a place in the community. As a student, a worker, or a homemaker, we're proud of the class of 2017, and we salute these new high school graduates as they take their place in the world.
And Huddleston Equipment and Sales is proud to present you this message to all the Randolph County High School graduating classes.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride in giving it their best. At Small Town Bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger. All striving to be the best with 4 convenient full-service locations: Wedowee, Roanoke, Heflin, and Ranburne, all open 6 days a week, and the loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping you develop and grow. That's the goal of Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
In pioneer days, never a new settlement had enough people that it began to feel like a town. The first public building was most often a school. Our people respect the power of knowledge, and caring communities have always sought to make a good education available to everyone who wanted one. Today, we salute our own high school graduates, the class of 2017.
And this message is presented to you by your friends at WM Grocery, wishing all the graduating students from Randolph County the most success.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field on 4th and long. Bailey drops back to pass, throws it, and it's caught by Landon Woodard, but he is short of the first down, and the Woodland Bobcats will get the ball. Now Bryant Keith coming up limp after that play. Woodland gets the goal line stand they needed. The Bobcats are up 9-8 as we start this fourth quarter. Good evening, or good night, everyone that is watching this ball game. It's 10 p.m. here, Central Standard Time in Woodland, Alabama. We're still going strong, fourth quarter, and we'll be back tomorrow. Coverage starting at 2:30. We'll be at Troy University for Handley versus Montgomery Catholic.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I'm looking forward to the last ticks of this game and it being Woodland still up on Ramburne, because I'm getting a little anxious with the score and the time left on the clock.
Yeah, we'll see. There's 7 seconds left on the play clock. 5 left. Here goes the snap to Lovern. Lovern hands it off to Dale. Dale fumbled it, but he picked it back up and was able to gain about 2 on the play. So second and eight now for the Bobcats. They're trying to get out of their own end zone.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say, Kyle, is I kind of feel Dale right there when he was fumbling that football, because, you can't go backwards, and the only way you can go forwards is when you got a brick wall in front of you. You got to run through it, and that's how he feels right now.
And they're just trying to run the clock here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Lovern in at quarterback. Dale Robertson the running back. They're just running the clock for all it's worth. They'll snap the ball. And there's a flag on the play. That's the last thing they needed, was a flag to back them up even more. They already have their back against the wall. Now they're just getting backed up even more.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to say it until they stop throwing flags, Kyle, is they need to stop getting offsides and false start penalties. And holding penalties is killing both of these teams.
All 4 of them, like you said earlier.
All four
of these teams can work on penalty problems, because they have had plenty. Lovern in at quarterback trying to get the Soldiers set on the line. Dale Robertson in the backfield. They get Ramburn to jump off sides. The nose guard for the Ramburn Bulldogs just jumped off sides. That'll give Woodland 5 yards there.
And looking down on the sideline for Woodland, a big number 56 is a big hole for the Woodland defense as he's sitting there without his helmet on, and it doesn't look like he's going back in, and that's a big hole for the Woodland defense.
Yeah, number 7, Jordan Herring, in street clothes now, so he's not going back in either. And the handoff to Dale up the middle. Dale will get a gain of 1. Here comes another Woodland player to be looked at. That's another one of the big linemen, number 55, I think.
Gonna make it third.
He's got his jersey rolled up. I know the first number is a 5.
I think it's an 8. Hang
50.
on.
It might be a 58's down there, but there's another one beside him. That's 58 maybe. 3rd and 7, Lovern in the I formation. Dale Robertson, the deep back. Lovern rolling out to his left side, looking for somewhere to go. He throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Tried to hit Caleb Parker for a short little 8-yard gain, but couldn't get him. So now it's 4th down, and Woodland has to punt.
And it is number 58. It's Caleb Hodges is his name, if I'm not mistaken.
Gage Hodges.
Gage Hodges, excuse me.
Gage Hodges.
I was thinking of Caleb.
Yeah. You got it mixed up.
I got everything mixed up right now, but I was thinking about number 8, Caleb Parker, and his butterfingers tonight. He just can't catch the football at all.
Well, that was a hard catch to make.
That was a hard catch to make, but he cradled it pretty well, and that would have been a 1st down, and that would have put Woodland in a great position to burn more time off the clock.
Speaking of that clock, there's 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the final quarter of play here. Ramburn with the ball on the Bobcat 40. Down by 1. Can the Bulldogs come back in this one? If they're going to come back, it's going to start with number 2, Ty Bailey, who's under center. He takes the snap, and he'll hand it off up the middle to big number 8. And it's taking the whole defense to bring Landon Woodard down. He wants this one.
He does, Kyle, and he took a big old lick from number 10, Jade Burge, before he decided to go down, and he said he didn't want any more of that after Jade Burge hit him.
Yeah, Jade is no stranger to big hits because he has laid a few.
And most of those big hits he's laid tonight have been on Landon. So he's no stranger to how hard, he knows how hard Jade Burge can hit.
So here comes Bailey once again under center. The deep back, number 7, Tullis. He has a single receiver to either side in the I formation. He fakes the handoff. He's trying to go to the right, but he's sacked. Big play.
That's number 69 right there, Tucker Allen, coming off of his defensive end spot on the backside as he was trying to run like a bootleg or maybe roll out from a play-action pass, but there was nowhere to go for Ty Bailey, and he was sacked.
A bootleg is usually a trick on the defense, but the trick was on him that time, so he didn't get any kind of blocking from the right tackle. So shotgun for Ty Bailey. He's got 3 receivers to the right, and he'll snap it and roll that way as the whistles blow, and the false start penalty is called.
And that clock is still ticking, Kyle, down to 6 minutes now, and it's not going to stop while these refs are counting off these steps either. So by the time this play gets started, there's going to be about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left, and that's just time burnt on Ranburne. And it's not a good thing that it's 3rd and 15 right now for Ramburn. So they're going to have to pull a trick out of their sleeve. Stephen Bailey, I know he's got some, but I'm just curious to what it is.
Bailey in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. He'll roll out right, and he's looking over the middle. He throws it, and it's caught. That's at least 5 yards. He'll get 8, it appears, on the play. So it's going to be 4th and about 2. And it is 4th down territory now.
And it's 4th down and 2 right now. And that was Sam Calvert with the big catch right there for the Ranburne Bulldogs.
A good job from Ty Bailey as he's evading all of the sacks and scrambling around, keeping his eyes downfield. And that's a testament to his head coach, Stephen Bailey. Here's the handoff on 4th and short. And he got it. 1st down, Ranburne.
Yeah, and that was number 36 again, Sam Calvert with a great play to get the 1st down and keep the sticks moving, but that time is not stopping. There's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this ball game.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left, and Levi's sweating bullets over here trying to get the Bobcats to win. I formation, Bailey, the handoff. What a hit in the backfield. Man, the Woodland defensive line in particular has been fantastic.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like something good that there was a Woodland Bobcat laying down on the ground. And it looks like it was number 55, Gabriel Rollins, who laid that hit. He was a little slow getting up. I think he's just winded. But that was Bailey Tullis who was carrying the ball right there, number 7.
Bailey on the snap. And 55 was about to lay their running back out again. But there's a flag, and it's offsides on the Bobcats.
And that's just another thing that
Another flag. That's 15 flags on Woodland.
You know, Kyle, I'm starting to get tired of seeing yellow, and you're wearing a yellow hat right now.
Okay, I was supporting Southern Union. Don't blame me. Southern Union baseball playing in the ACCC tournament this weekend, trying to make it to the state tournament. There's a few boys from Roanoke on that team, Taylor Craven and Chase Hall, as well as Jared Johnson, all on that team, trying to make it to state. And luckily, they can make it to state. They have to beat Wallace-Hanceville again, but Wallace-Hanceville has I watched Wallace-Hanceville play Southern Union. They have 3 guys throwing 95. You would blink.
Wow.
You would blink and you wouldn't see the ball.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
I mean, this guy's throwing 95 he did all 7.
Consistently?
For 8 innings.
Golly, that kid's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
But
Southern Union's got Joey Jordan too, yeah. Southern Union's got a good chance at winning the thing.
Because you always got big threats like Taylor Craven, and then on the defensive side, Taylor Craven's a big defensive threat. And then you've got Joey Jordan who's starting at shortstop, and he's something else at playing the ball.
And Ramburn with a quick snap here, and they'll get a first down. Back to action. Ramburn with a first down. They're moving closer. 3 minutes left. Ramburn moving closer. They're down by 1. Under center, Bailey. Tullis in the backfield. He'll dot the I. They'll fake the handoff to him. There goes Bailey around the right end. And he gets knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 8. And he gets back up and claps it off.
Yeah,
Woodland is struggling with the guys they're missing on defense.
Yeah, they are struggling because Jody Harper is missing, and also the starting linebacker position was number 7, Jordan Herring, and he's a big gap to miss as well. So we're missing 2 key parts of this defense.
2nd and 2. If they get this, it's 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. And there's 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Ramburn down by 1. And here come the Bulldogs. The handoff. Number 8 trying to get in the end zone. He stopped at the 2-yard line. Landon Woodard, and this is going to come down to a goal line stand.
It is, Kyle, and right now the Woodland defense needs some players to step up because there's a lot of players down, but there's also some good leaders on this defense that can lead this team to a victory.
55's coming back in. And they brought 2 players out and only put 1 back in. They're 1 guy short, I think. That's not going to bode well on the goal line. Here comes the Bulldogs in the wishbone set. The snap to Bailey, the handoff to Tullis. Tullis over the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And he walked in the end zone with nothing, Kyle, and there's 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go on the clock, and it won't stop.
Yep, running clock, and we got 1 minute 40 seconds. And they're going to take their sweet time doing a PAT.
They will, Kyle.
It was 9-8. Now it is 15-9. So it's a 6-point lead. It's a touchdown lead. If they go for 2 and get it, 8 points. So timeout called by Woodland because they know there's a running clock. So they'll call a timeout on this PAT play. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
What does Mike Fields really do? Does he fix fenders and hoods? Does he straighten frames? Does he paint things? Does he work with insurance companies? What does Mike Fields Body Shop really do? Well, they do all those things, but what they really do is take a wreck and turn it back into the car that I love to drive, the car that I like to get behind the wheel and just drive and drive. Thank you, Mike Fields Body Shop, for doing what you do, because you do it right at Mike Fields Body Shop, 123 Industrial Drive, Roanoke.
Education is serious business. Young people today are challenged to master science and technologies that were largely unknown just a generation ago. Graduation from high school is an achievement that both parents and students can take pride in. We salute the class of 2017 and offer them our very best wishes for future success.
And this nice message presented to you by State Farm agent Ken Seifert, wishing all the graduates of Randolph County the very best in the future.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field. here in Woodland, Alabama, where the Ranburne Bulldogs have just taken a 15-9 lead over the Woodland Bobcats.
With a minute and 19 seconds to go.
With a minute and 19 seconds left and a running clock, for that matter. And now Ramburn trying to go for two, trying to make it an 8-point game. And here come the Bulldogs.
And that's smart on Stephen Bailey's part, because if they do go for two, it'll make it harder for Woodland to get it a tie ball game or just to go up.
Offset I formation. Number 8, Landon Woodard will dot the I in the backfield. Number 10, Josh Ralston under center. Ralston takes a snap, fakes it to Woodard, hands it to the other running back, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. Ranburne takes an 8-point lead.
And that's the big Jake Burson who made the big catch on the Ranburne 20 to put them in the position that they are now, Kyle.
So Ranburne takes a timeout now. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout with them. You're listening to Spring Football on WELR Eagle 102.3.
Shepherd's Jewelry in Roanoke has received the newest Jim Shore collectibles, and they're beautiful. A new line of birds, butterflies, and flowers that are perfect for spring and summer, and you don't have to worry about pollen while you're enjoying them. Shepherd's has received a limited number of special Mother's Day pieces from Jim Shore. Stop by and check out the Mother and Grandmother Angels for that special lady on your gift list under the green awning in downtown Roanoke. Randolph County Best Brands Plus, located at 17 Main Street in Wedowee, not only sells refrigerators, dishwashers, stoves, washing machines, dryers, mattresses, and recliners, Randolph County Best Brands Plus services all appliances. Whether you bought them at Best Brands Plus or not, Brad and his staff are certified to take care of electrical, plumbing, or appliance repairs. Call Randolph County Best Brands Plus for any of your appliance, electrical, or plumbing needs today at 256-357-0400.
Welcome back to Warren Sewell Field. Dale Robertson trying to bring the Bobcats back. It's a 7-point lead, not an 8-point lead. Dale Robertson trying to bring the Bobcats back. There's a minute left in the game. Bobcats have the ball on their own 45-yard line. Lovett in the shotgun, takes a snap, dropping back, throws a screen pass over the middle to Burge. Burge has a hole, cuts to the left side. First down, Burge, down to the Bulldog 40. 42nd. Yeah, 37 seconds left in the ball game. Woodland takes a timeout. They're on the Ramburne 40-yard line. And Woodland has a guy slow getting up. I think that's Jade. Jade's had cramping problems in this game today. And he's 37 seconds away from being able to get some more pickle juice. But for right now, he's trying to win a ball game. 7 points separate these two teams.
7 points, Kyle.
7 points.
And if you're Lane Gay, do you go for, if you do get the touchdown, let's just have some wishful thinking. And if you do go for the touchdown, do you go for the 2-point conversion, or are you tied up because this is a spring jamboree? You don't have overtime.
But do you have a kicker? We haven't seen any kicks here tonight.
Yes, we have. Number 50, Benji Whitmore can kick.
Okay. He'd probably go for it. Probably go for the win. Jay Burge being helped off the field. That'll be a very, very key player out for Woodland on this next play. And Jade wants nothing more than to be in on this play, because that's the kind of guy he is. He wants to be in there with his team with 30 seconds left.
And that's what he's probably about to do. He's trying to stretch this cramp out, and he's going to miss one play, and he's going to be back in for the next snap.
Let's see what happens on this play first. 1st and 10, Bobcats from the Ramburne 39. Lovern in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. Lovern takes a snap, dropping back, looking to the left. Nobody there, and he's hitting the backfield and sacked. Sacked by Ranburne.
And 30 seconds now on the clock as it ticks down to 25 as I speak. And with 20 seconds now, it doesn't look like the Woodland Bobcats are going to be able to get off but one more play, Kyle.
And there's no sense of urgency from the Bobcats. And we're running down 10 seconds. Lovren in the shotgun. Takes a snap, dropping back, looking to the right. Throws a bomb to number 11, and it is incomplete. And the clock has run out. And the Ramburn Bulldogs take the victory 16-9 over the Woodland Bobcats. So that'll wrap it up for our doubleheader today. Your two winners, RCHS 21-0 over Wadley, and Ramburn 16-9 over Woodland. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cover starts at 2:30 as Woodland takes on Montgomery Catholic. Yeah, Hanley takes on Montgomery Catholic. Sorry. Have a good night, everyone.
Area football was brought to you by First